Hi guys, Matt Thomas here at Cedar Rock Studio Guitar Gallery in Indiana, and today we've got a very special Osthoff here for you. This was actually the feature guitar for the 2011 Woodstock showcase. So this is a 2011 build, and it's an OM shape, but it feels a little smaller in the upper bout, so it's really comfortable. Now, as you can see on this video here, it features a really gorgeous sinker redwood top with lots of chatoyance through it, and this just menacing dark streak down the center here. But as you flip it over, just have a look at that Brazilian rosewood. That is just so phenomenal. It's got a little bit of the spider webbing throughout the center here, but it is just so darn straight grained. Same with the sides. They're incredibly straight. Now it's bound all the way around with snakewood binding as well, which goes really great with the color of the Brazilian and the redwood. But as you get into the face here, it's got this really lovely micro purfling of black snakewood, and then like a gray black extra micro purfling. I mean, it's incredible how small it is and subtle, but really adds a little bit of contrast to the face. Now it's got what he calls a marbleized spalted maple rosette that has a maple and black purfling around the edges of it. And it's got a ebony bridge here, but there's some special little inlays to kind of wink at the theme of some of the Woodstock feel. It's got some cannabis leaves on the bridge wings here out of maple. And as you get into this ebony fretboard here, it's also got a vine with cannabis leaves all the way up the fretboard here. Which I thought it was quite clever to go ahead and put a cannabis leaf on each of the actual fret markers rather than just kind of willy-nilly throwing them out there. Now it is a bound fretboard with what looks like it's snakewood bound all the way around with these gold pipe inlays to kind of guide you through, which really pop against these darker colors. Now it has a kind of standard nut width here at 1.75 with a really lovely C-shaped neck. And it's just a touch wider down here at the saddle. So it's actually 2.28, which I really love because it's kind of the mid-road of a fingerstyle Ford or a nice flat picking guitar. Now as you get into the head cap here, it's got a Brazilian rosewood head cap with that cannabis vine as well in the maple with the Osthoff kind of script logo there. And then as you flip it over, it's got a 5-piece neck here that looks to be mahogany, some walnut, and then some rosewood in the center. But I love this V-back bird's beak style joint that he does here. And then he has a Brazilian rosewood back cap that kind of frames it there with these Cosmo black Delta Series 510 tuners. So these are the 21-to-1 ratio, so it's a little easier to fine-tune things. Now, it is also a slightly shorter scale, so it's 25.34, so it's a little easier to play. It has a bit of nice wiggle to the strings. But man, the Brazilian rosewood with the sinker redwood has a very warm presence to the sound. It is incredibly easy to play. And for being a 2011, there's just virtually no wear on this thing. It looks like it could be a year or two old. Now it does also feature what looks like to be either the SL or the Lyric LR bag system, so it is gig ready. But man, I could just sit at home and play this thing all day. It's just got such an easy playability and an inviting tone. That and the fact that, you know, it's such a comfortable feeling guitar. One last thing, there are some custom buttons here that look to be Brazilian rosewood with ebony that just kind of help tie in everything together. So if you've got any other further questions about this very special 2011 Woodstock Special Osthoff, message Alan at cedarrockstudio.com, and thanks for listening.